on this thought or this idea. My brother is sick.
Come on.
My brother is sick. You may be seated in the presence of God. Reach over and grab your neighbor by the hand. Look him in the face and say, all around us, we got sick brothers. And sick sisters. Look at somebody else and grab by the hand. And the day of the work, amen. Sometimes we say that and ain't nobody next to you. That person on the other side and said, somebody in here is sick. Give God. While studying and pontificating over this particular pericope of Scripture, my mind was inundated with the thought and the idea that when I look at our daily news, when I look at our current condition, when I look at what's going on within the confines of our community and what's going on inside our own personal lives and our own home, I've come to the conclusion that with my very limited understanding and insight, that there is a pervasiveness of sickness that has invaded our nation. Can I take it a look, make it a little closer to home?
Okay.
Not only has this pervasiveness of sickness invaded our nation, but it has invaded our state. It has invaded our community. It has invaded our own home.
Come on now.
Imagine with me, for those of you who can allow your imaginations to run, imagine that we lived in a world where there was no sickness at all. A world where there would be no need for physicians, for hospitals, for health care and health clinics, for nursing homes or nurses. There would be no sickness of fever. There would be no crippling of a disease. There would be no glasses needed. There would be no teeth that would ever fall out.
All right now.
Just imagine with me a world where there was no sickness. Can you see it? Somebody asked a question. Pastor, it sounds like you're describing heaven. Well, as a matter of fact, it's not conclusively heaven, but the answer is yes. It's not quite heaven. As a matter of fact, it was right here on earth. What I'm actually describing for you is a location that is described in the scriptures called the East of Eden. It was a place where Adam and Eve found their domicile long before they sinned. Can you imagine just for a moment? If we could come back to a place, to a point, to a station where sin was not so invasive and so outlandish. Where sin was not so bold and bright. And everybody was not just getting in it, just to be getting in it. After all, you do recognize, as I have, that sin dramatically and desperately changed the whole landscape of what God was trying to do. Take with me now, those of you who can. I know you didn't come prepared to travel, but take a quantum leap in your mind. And let us go now into a world where we are free of disease, free of plagues, free of all kinds of death and its destruction. And now, after all of that happened. The original sin is ushered in, and it plagues the universe like a viral, like a virus, like a bacterial invasion. And now everything and everybody who was born under Adam, the first Adam, has in their lives, in their minds, in their hearts, the invasiveness of sin.
Come on now.
Listen to what the book says. The book says in the book of James, chapter 1, verse 15, then when lust has conceived, it bringeth forth sin. In other words, sin first comes when you have a desire. All right, come on, talk to me. Come on, talk now. Sin comes out of a desire. In other words, I can't be tempted by that which does not tempt me. But when sin, when the lust, you understand the difference between lust and love. Because I know you've been trying to figure out whether that fella loves you or she's just in lust with you.
Okay.
I know you've been trying to figure out if she just wants you for your six-pack
Okay.
or your kid. The difference between lust and love is love loves you regardless of what's going on. Lust only loves you as long as they can get what they want. So love loves you because of you. But lust loves you because of them.
Come on now.
Because I'm in lust with you.
All right.
I'm only there long enough to get what I'm coming from.